Good evening and salutations, my B&B fans. Wow, Liam, Liam was uber annoying today. He was uber annoying today. Steffi was like, listen, at the end of the day, it was just a hug. I'm not willing to sit there and throw out logic and reason. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. I want to sit there and just leave it at that. And I get that Liam was like, hey, listen, at the end of the day, just have a conversation with him. Just have a conversation with him. And that's it. But him sitting there saying, well, I don't sit there and trust him. I don't trust Ben anymore. And, my daughter's here and yada, 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 yada. And I'm like, bro, don't use the daughter card. Okay? Do not use the daughter card. And the thing is, he's being super obnoxious about it. She said that she's going to give him the benefit of the doubt. Trust her. If you're not going to trust Ben, then trust her. Until she gives you a reason not to trust your own judgment. You came there, you said what you had to say. Now you're coming over there and you're nagging her at this point. This is the problem. You're coming over, did you talk to Finn yet? Or you didn't talk to Finn yet? You actually think that's the first thing that she wants to sit there and hear? God knows what hour that you actually decide to come over to this woman's house? Like, what is wrong with you? Sheila, because this is B&B and this is the way that it's written, Sheila is still super obsessed with Finn. Like, she doesn't have 4 other kids. And Deacon's like, you need to sit there and lower your expectations. You're up here, you need to sit there and bring them down. And of course, Sheila talks about the hug. The zombie hug that Finn was thinking about his office before Kelly came there. And she's like, oh, well, he hugged me and he squeezed me tighter and tighter. And, then he embraced me. And I was like, what? I'm not going to lie. I don't like the way that you are describing this whole conversation. Please stop. But more to the point, and she, more to the point, in a lot of ways, the sad thing is, though, if you didn't see that hug and you just heard about it, you could sit there and think, maybe she's taking this out of context, right? Just a hug. Hey, just a hug. But that's not what we're looking at as the viewers. We're looking at, and I don't know if that's the way he's is supposed to be playing this, so that's just his take on it. He looks like he is being possessed. Okay, this guy literally looks like he is just being straight up possessed. Like there's nothing else to it. And so it's like, she's seen that they're talking about how Finn is going to forgive her. Now, Steffi, on the other hand, it's going to be a cold day in hell. But Finn, he might forgive him. He might forgive her. So beach day comes. They have a great time. Cringy ass music like there was no tomorrow. I sat there. I was like, oh, you got to be kidding me. Ben takes a call, right? And when he got up, he turned his back. And he told Kelly, listen, respect the ocean. Don't go in there. Stay right here. Whenever you sat there and you tell a child to stay somewhere, they're going to most likely do the opposite. Okay? So he put on his earbuds or whatever. Sheila, like a creep, is sitting there watching this whole thing and sees Kelly, run into the ocean. And there was one point where she falls. And so, Sheila starts running like she's about to be there to sit there and try to save Kelly. So now you're going to have Sheila probably save Kelly, and Finn is going to be even more grateful. And, Sheila's going to get her hooks into Finn even more because apparently that's what people use. That's what people say when they talk about soap operas because, why not? Listen, it's only been 4 minutes, and I swear I feel like I'm done at this point. Yeah, I feel like that's about it. Man, I know this episode. I know this review wasn't too long, but that's generally one of and the sad thing is that the Deacon and the Sheila stuff didn't go that much further than yesterday. Difference was she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go and see Finn." I'm like, what do you mean you're gonna go and see him? Like, you're gonna go to the house?" Now, there's a point where Steffi Snitcher telling Liam that, "Oh, so and so is with a guard or something like that." I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, and where's your guard at? She also talks about how whatever nanny that she gets, that the nanny knows basic self defense. And I'm just like, do you know basic self defense? Because you might want to get on that part. Yeah, just you might want to first get on that part, and also, where the hell are your guards at? You're supposedly rich, and yet I don't see one guard. Now, I feel like this is due to the budget, but it's also pretty sad because she's on Petra. She's climbing the walls. Every little thing, every little noise, gets her worked up, but yet you have no guards? I mean, hell, even on YNR, I saw at least like one or two guards. You don't necessarily have to, you can show one person and maybe have like a couple people outside, or say you have a couple people outside, but something, because it just doesn't really make any sense. I don't understand that. I don't know. It's kind of sad because it's like, I know the budget isn't really great, but when you don't have a budget to sit there and have one guard watch over these people, it's telling. Red will sit there and be like, make sure you get a lot of guards on Steffi. We didn't see one guard there. What are they on lunch breaks or something like that? Come on, like it just doesn't make sense. But this is why I've come to learn from these shows, especially shows that have no budget. I know they try to stretch out the budget as much as they can, but when you're writing a show and you can't even really properly write a guard for them because they don't actually have budget. They don't actually have a budget to get somebody standing there. It's a problem. That's a problem because it takes you out of the element a little bit. I mean, yeah, in soap operas we have a certain level of disbelief, but it can only go so far. Anyway, I feel like that's pretty much about it. I can't really think of anything else that wound up happening. So if I missed anything, you know what to do. Come to the live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Uh, you know, before I go, um, I gotta put out a post to thank the other person who wound up donating to my GoFundMe for a celebrity soap opera cameo. Now, my friend Kyrese is talking about the actress that plays Donna and how she's in that $400 range. I gotta see who else on B&B actually does cameos if they're in that $400 range. I know a lot of people don't like Donna because, well, I'm not even gonna get into that. So I didn't I didn't actually put that as a poll question, but if you know a celebrity on B&B that does cameos that's 400 or less, write it down in the comment section. Because what I plan on doing is I plan on doing a celebrity cameo for the members, for the YouTube members, for them to get a shout out to all the members that I have so far. And if you're not a member, hit the join button and become one so you can be part of the shout out. Yeah, if you know anyone that's under 400 or some B&B, write it down in the comment section below. With that being said, I'm going to go. I want to thank you for watching. Stay safe. And if I missed anything, come to the live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll sit there and talk about B&B, YNR, Days, and GH. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.